Hello, and welcome back to Max Quester Plays Strange Antiquities. Today, we are picking back up in the middle of day 16 because we went through pretty much all the objects to find out what this was, and I found out we are indeed actually missing something very important. There was a clue that we were actually given. It was written on this map, Mars in winter, rising in summer. We were supposed to apparently solve this. This was a missing thing for me. And that's why we seem to have been missing what we needed to. So, let's go ahead and find Mars. That's iron, okay. Mars in winter. Mars? Where'd you go, Mars? Mars in winter. Rising in summer. And then that's supposed to be summer. So, winter. Rising in summer? It's not that, is it? Nope. That's not it. But now you can see what at least what I'm trying to do. We need to finish this, solve this. Mars in winter. This is this. And rising in summer? Let's see. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchen. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet, on the spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift up and feel around, and in the cavity below, grasp something hard. I get the feeling this is it. Is this what you're looking for? That's what you're looking for. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it's been held over flame, and it produces a Wexic field. A Lunama! Lovely. I wonder what happens if we hold it over flame. Well, we're not ever going to find out. Anyways. Next person. Leopold Morris. There has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from the back row. I knew there was going to wind up being a basilisk at some point. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. Well, that means that there is something that helps with basilisks. Oh, here we go. A blade is drawn across the face of Folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as the Folium blade is the only known way to pierce his thick armor. During the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Is it this? No, is it this? There we go! The grooves on the item suggest that a blade has been drawn across it. That's certainly one way to find that out, I guess. Ah, doctor, how can I help you? They've escaped! What? At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. Oh, that's not good. It's end of day, and we go into theoretically the last day. Day 17. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb. Okay, this is going to be dangerous to deal with, isn't it? Oh, we have another tombstone, I think. Oh, what's this? A clock! Clock timing, eh? Day 17, Saturday. Well, before we dig into things, let's go ahead and solve this mystery. Let's see. Okay, well that is how that looks. Now what? So now what? I mean, okay. Unless it wants this particular clock tower in the area, I'm not sure what it wants us to find now. I'm not entirely certain here. Is there a clock tower at all? There's a Galfrey's tower, but I'm not seeing any clock towers. Wait a minute. This? Am I crazy? So we turn this up. We get this and this together. And it's supposed to give us in here? That's pretty out of there. The air is stifling, and the darkness and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chances of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long for the search for the fruit. Ooh, that's a nice find. A dagger of some kind. Thaddeus White. Where's your brother? The witherance was a terrible idea. I've only gone and made things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago now, a friend brought an item to me. A black casket. And I learned that it was a dark article. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew he would want to destroy it. I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I have come across before, and now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum, or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of the secret places. Dread Vivint or Lunama? Let's see. What's a Lunama? A Lunama, also called a moon pool, or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There is a superstition among thaumaturges that say that Illumina should not be used when the moon is full. It's not known where this idea came from. I'm guessing this is this, because it's got all the 4 elements on there. I wonder. And what's a Dread Vivint? A Dread Vivint is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising off a Dread Vivint is subtle, but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Well... that's death and something else there. A Dread Vivint. I'm gonna say Lunama. The item bears the symbols of the elements. The Light of Korchen. Let's see how this goes. David Schaffer, got a letter for me? There's an uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. What do you got for me? I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if any of them are use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Library across the street. Okay, so that means we need to find the library. Woodsworth Library, number 26. Across the street. There we go. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in Dradic script, and my understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. What was that one that lets you read just about anything? Darn it, I remember. Things like Siren Ward, Chamber, Risk Grace, Grouting Siren. Okay, I just need to find the one that lets you read just about anything. Atomic Needle? Nope, that's not it. Discord, voice, messenger, Veiled Fen? No. There's nope. What about language? Nope, that's not it. I completely forgot. Translation? Oh, translation! A Babalia, that's what it was. A Babalia. What was the Babalia looking like? Maybe I shouldn't have put all this stuff together. Babalia, Babalia, Babalia. Babalia. The effect of the Babalia makes my head spin, and I close my eyes tight for a moment. As my mind catches up, the pages swirl and blur in front of me. Letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort, and I feel drained as I reach the end. Ooh, we got some more. Whoa! Water Shadow. Nice. Throw this all back, I guess. And a Bryant. With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possible to lose my Brigit charm. I hope that you have one that I can replace it with. A Brigit charm. A powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone, the Wiccan Triple Goddess. Okay, something that's got 3 steps on it? Nope, not a knife. Wait, that is... Nope, that's not it. Something has... This one? It says... Nope, that's not it. That's that. Nope, that's not it. Oh, we already proved that one. So don't worry about that. This one? Yeah, there we go. Item resembles the symbols of the Triple Goddess. Triple Goddess? Argyle. The Wiccan Triple Goddess. Eli White's back. I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. Oh, if only you knew. I have learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There is a powerful dark article here at Undermere called the Nalian Casket. And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time? I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a Pillar of Caleris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Oh dear. Okay. A Pillar of Caleris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at a place of significant thaumic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness, align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Korchen's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Okay. Isabella Stowe. I have had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I have felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Okay, my first idea is the protecting charm. Nope, that's not it. Feeling of weakness, huh? Just waking hallucinations, poison the mind. That's not any of those. So it's not those kind of hardcore courses. You hear it's a discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted on it. Oh boy, here we go. We have a lot of options. It could be Scar predict term. Let's see. Cyrene Ward. Nope, that's not it. Shadow Anchor. Sling Totem. Orford Spire? Nope, that's not it. There's Grace, Harmon Guardian. Silent Breath, Scythian Charm. Or Witherance. Witherance. Has a freezing effect on the body. It is not permanent. Oh, that's that. Crafter Stone. But wood is more commonly used. Okay. And what was the Witherance on my side of things? This. And what was the reverse? What was the reverse of the Witherance? A Fortnance. Did I ever find out what a Fortnance is? I did not. Lovely. Okay. That's what I thought it might have ended up being, but I didn't have it for a while. Okay, we're almost done with these things. Susan Hill. I would like a blood beck. The nameless ones are reckless. I am ready to hear their voices. A blood beck. It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a blood beck originate, but there are some who believe they are the voices of the nameless god. Okay, hearing voices. I can't tell if that's low hums coming from the item or my own imagination. That's not it. Whoops. Oh, and we're going through the seal again. Well, we got 2 and 3. We can go ahead and try this again. Hey, we got that. That's the hard one. Hit that one. Bank. 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 Or, well, lock. And bank. There we go, we're back. If only going insane was so easy to complete. Or to come back from. Okay. I guess we can go ahead and throw that away. Go ahead and throw that aside. Nothing to remark. I hear low chanting. There we go. Got Corcina. Ooh, the end of the... Wait, this is the end of 17? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think we should keep going then. This is going to be quite a day. Thaddeus runs along the dark corridor, his eyes wide with terror. He clutches the largest remaining shard of the shattered lunama in his hand. Oh no. He only has one thought in his head. He must not allow his pursuers to reach the casket. He will draw them to the armory. It's his only hope. His heart sinks as he rounds the corner. No! 3 more black-eyed assailants are coming from the other direction. He is trapped. His final thoughts are consumed by fear. There is nothing stopping them now. The casket will be opened. It's all his fault. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself, and hands so that it might open itself. The casket wanted to be opened. Uh-oh. Problem. We got a problem here, folks. Hey, look, books. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Sounds like the library to me. I've seen that symbol before. But first, let's go to the... Wait, you lie below the library. Esoteric and Arcana. Entering the library, I'm drawn to a dark alcove around the night bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there is much to learn, but sadly, a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on a reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books that they read. I lie below books, so that means... Nope, not there. Here? This was a mistake. What? Oh, wait. Oh! As in, literally underneath. The ballroom. A long dining table with fills a room more often used for intellectual dinner parties than dance. Still, it holds a sense of occasion, but there's nothing to find here. I almost got it. I almost got it. It's gotta be here. It's somewhere. It is one of these rooms. There it is! As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls of parchment and old books. But underneath the debris, I find something of interest. Ooh, that thing's like a busted up plank of lens. Wood and lens. Here we go, Eli White. I think this is the final day. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of the strange Antiquities vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I have left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. The vault. Which desk drawer? Ah, candle that gives off no light. Eric's candle. A anchor that has never touched the ocean. A little on the nose, but I'll take it. And a finger, but not of flesh. That would be the witch's finger. Hey, David, you made it as interesting time. The lake has turned black. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one, but the mail won't deliver itself. A black lake. Ugh. I found this note in an old writing desk at Gleeston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible, unknowable fate. Okay. Just go up. Fear in autumn. Wait. Fear. We need to find the symbol for fear. Fear. It's the X's. There. Stone. Fear in autumn. Where is it? Where is it? Where do we go? And rising in winter. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but amongst the nonsense, there is some valuable information. Ooh, a few more items. Hey, Potter, how's it going? I have discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There is an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencarthra. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. I'm with you there. Eli's back. It's time to end this. Now, bring the casket to the pit. Pillar of Calaris. Wait, what? Oh, duh. I'm silly. Silly me. This vault. Bump, bump, and a bump, and open up. Says me. That's the casket. Eli asked me to bring the casket to the pit. And to the pit we shall go. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thaumic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Korchen to bind them. Oh! Okay, well, let's start with the light of Korchen, shall we? Light of Korchen. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Ephesian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light and fear to joy. I find it unsettling. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. I have nothing to remark. Black gemstone. Bone. Okay, this is it. Okay, strength to weakness. Okay, I got that. I think I understand that one. It's the Witherance. The Witherance. And the Babelia? No, that's the language. Where is... Needle? No, that's not it. Whoops. Strength into weakness, and the weakness to strength. That one, what's the strength one? That one was the Fortinates. Fortinates, okay. And then... Light and darkness. Light. Sunbond. What was the darkness one? Is that the... Darkness. Ooh! It's the sphere of darkness. The cloak. What's it called? Where is it? It's the one that makes the big old sphere of darkness. It's the cloak. Where did I throw the cloak at? I should have left this more organized. Cloak. Where did I put the cloak? Hearing charm. No one. Uska. Whatever this thing was. It was the Tenebron cloak. Here we go. Okay. And then in the light of Kohan. Light of Korchen. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. I hope it doesn't matter too much. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here! I spin round to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly, it feels inevitable. The casket! Now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. I have to paralyze myself, don't I? Wait. Am I using this on myself or to him? Use item. I'm gonna paralyze myself. I bring up the Wixit cord as the thaumaturge realizes what is happening. He lunges at me, but he is too slow. No, I thought I was going to use it on myself. I'm surprisingly calm now that I have given in to the casket start power. I misunderstood. I was hoping I was going to give it... I thought I was using it. Like, it says use item. I thought it was going to be using it on myself. Oh, I don't like how that one turned out. I am surprisingly calm now that I have given in to the casket's dark power. But a ruckus chorus of shrieks and cries breaks me from my reverie. The mob is upon me. As I look out at the manic faces baying for blood, my gaze lands on one that is calmer than the others. I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. Wait, the apprentice begins to understand. She holds up her hand and the group comes to a stop, all staring at me with their lifeless black eyes. You see now, it is inevitable. The casket will be opened. I barely hear her. My mind is filled with one thought only. Slowly, savoring the moment, I reach down and open the clasp that holds the Nalian casket shut. The mob cheers, but I don't even notice. Time slows, and the rushing roar of my own heartbeat fills my ears. I open the casket. Darn it. That was not what I wanted to have happened. I wanted to give him the... I thought that I was going to be forced to open it, so I wanted to use the Wixit to paralyze me, so that he would take... Oh, man. It is what it is. Dark power flows through me. The rhythms and worries of my former life are meaningless to me now. It is hard to remember even what they were. Devastation and darkness surround me, but I feel nothing. Why should I care? Even the nameless gods bow to me now. I am mortal. I am powerful. I am a god. Ending 6, 7, 8. 8 endings, yikes. Eli White, cursed. Cursed when the casket was opened. Cursed, she remains under the spell of the casket. Cursed when the casket was opened. Edwin Bishop, alive. He read the signs and fled before the catastrophe struck. Alive. She survived the devastation after the casket was opened, but she's a shell of her former self. Insane. Her thoughts are scattered after being sliced with a vibration hook. Deceased. Murdered by own bloodthirsty followers when they saw her weakness. Jupiter. He is resilient and resourceful. Thaddeus White deceased. Well, that's all not good. The power of the casket could not be contained. I fear nothing. I feel nothing. Well, that's actually kind of sad. I was not exactly what I was hoping to make happen there. But hey, that is an ending. We have reached the ending of this dear game. Oh, we can actually speed it up in this manner? That's one way of doing it. Oh wow, that's actually a really small team. That is impressive. Okay, considering the team, that is quite a bit. Day 19, the epilogue. I'm guessing this is the day where we can fill things out, huh? Tess Sherwood. My father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. His doctors have given up on him, but Dr. Robertson told me there might be a way to save him. She said it might be possible to stop the infection spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind, but she said it was beyond her skill. The hook. The hook. Where is the hook? Peggy Grafton. There's an old hermit living out past Wastwater who barely comes into town. He brings me lists now and then for odd things. This time he wants something that will pull water from thin air. No idea if he's mad or onto something, but I said I'd ask around. Pulls water from thin air. Argyle? Vessel of Earth. I guess we're doing an epilogue portion right now. Manus. According to Whitlock, these are lighter than Efficant by half. Not exactly the most useful in sight. They are carried by desert nomads who use them to conjure precious water from cool air. I'm going to take a wild guess and it's going to say it's going to be this. Nope, not that. Okay, so it's gonna be half a pound. Whatever it is. Close. Huh. Interesting. The Manus. The Hand of Fate. I get it. I get it. Cecil Bateman. My lungs are shot. My doctors have told me to settle my affairs, but I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. I've heard a local story about the Witch of Undermere and her healing abilities. They say it's dangerous and painful, but sometimes it works. Okay. Owen Fox. My farm is diseased, my crops won't hold, and even the animals are uneasy. My old man says the earth's angry. He says I should call upon Korshen for wisdom and blessings. Can you help? It's all I've got. Light of Korshen? That's not it. Okay. Then what's... Korchina? These are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Korshen. She is the goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an opposing aura that is hard to explain. Exposing aura. Let me try this. Oh, cool. Martha Chapman. I collect rare artifacts, especially those with, shall we say, questionable uses. A weaving edge has always fascinated me. I don't plan on using it, heavens no. Blood magic, old traditions, I simply must have it. That surely is it, right? Had a feeling. Its handle is made of oak. Wait, Bailey, that's the way you would have to solve that? Francis Mason. I've read the tales of Caleris from cover to cover. I was surprised to learn of some of the powers he could wield. Did you know that he could walk through walls? I read that he used a water shadow, but that we have lost the knowledge of how they work for over the years. I don't expect I'll get very far with it, but I like to study one all the same. Who knows? Perhaps I'll succeed where others have failed. Water shadows. It is alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thaumic field, perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years. Faint. A faint field. I remember something have a very faint field once. That must be it. And it looks like an invisible man, too. Nice. Gus Foley. I've been studying old texts, references to things hidden beneath the surface of our world. They mention the use of a spirit eye to see the beyond the black veil. It's something I'd like to experience for myself. Spirit eye. Oh, it's not that? Then it must be this. Yay! So what are you? I don't know. Ding! Daisy Winters. I need your help. We found a cave out past the old mill. Inside, some sort of mirror was casting a strange beam of light. My brother walked into it. Now he's stuck. Pulled this way, and that way, like some dancing marionette. I came here as fast as I could because I remembered you have a way to draw dark power away from the body. Could that work here? Oh, a Dread Vivint. A Drivent is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off a dread vivant is subtle, but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death. Balance, eh? So there's power off of it. I have a strong sense of being watched. Nothing to remark. Nope, not that one. A dread... Oh, wait! I think I know what that one it might actually be. There we go. So yeah, this is just the fixing of labeling everything. My grandmother followed the old ways. She kept the Dradic altar in the cellar. She believed in asking for nature's blessing before a harvest. I found a note about a ritual meant to bring abundance, but it needs an Argyle. This seems like the place to find one. Argyle. A vessel of the earth, used in various Dradic... Is that it? Play. Seems like a vessel of the earth. Well. Oh! Oh, well, we gotta do another one of these. Wouldn't be an episode of it without it, right? Okay, lock. Okay, well, fine, we'll bank that one. Ooh, nice, we got 2 moons. We'll try this one again. And one of these, we got to get one more. But we got it! And we got that one. Cat. Ooh, that was a nasty one. Thank you very much, Jupiter. You saved me. And then the seal. Bank. Wunderbar. Day 19 epilogue. Continuing. I'm guessing it's this one then. There we go. Tommy Brown. I worked the riverbed searching for stones. Amethyst, jade, maybe Vivianta if I'm lucky. It's hard to spot them in the muck. But I've heard about these remnants that let you feel the glimmer through the dirt. Worth a shot. Ooh, I know what that one is. Thomas Pope. Hey, how's it going, Pope? We've hit a bit of a snag, and I've had to shut down the quarry. Our dynamite supplier has had a little accident. I'll spare you the details. I wonder if there's anything among your fine collection that could get us up and running again in the short term. I'm losing money by the minute. I'm not sure exactly what you need. I wonder if there's anything among your fine collection. Spare details. I'm not quite sure what you need there. Oh, wait. Corpse Might? No. How about Zephyrum? No. Not sure what he's looking for, honestly. What was that? A pit! What does it do again? I completely forgot. So that was what a pit was. I completely thought it was something else. Powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. There you go. William Wheatley. My thesis on the psychology of fear, but books can only take me so far. I need to feel it properly. I'm sure you have something. Fear. Well, that thing kind of gives some fear. What's that called? Now, that's the Zia. I was wondering what that was. I've been looking into Corvin, the Bloody Queen, for a... It's gonna be this. For a book on the historical figures that I'm writing. I'm finding it surprisingly difficult to verify much of her story. I was hoping to take a look at one of the Bloodstone artifacts that were created in her name, if you have one, of course. Yep. There you go, Corvin's Might. And then, there we go, Constant Spader. Hey, you look familiar, actually. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, just shift their thinking a little. Sometimes all it takes is a suggestion in the right state of mind. Do you have anything suitable? Let me take a wild guess on which one that you want me to use. It's the other amulet, right? Morgan's Folly? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's basically trying to go through all the alternate things that you may have not have chosen. Jane Fairburn. My sons are out of control. Jail just doesn't teach them anything. A year behind bars and they come back worse. I want them to feel the wrong they've done. Real penance so that they might change their ways. I'm pretty sure that was the binding seed, right? It makes them feel guilt. Then Charlotte Bradshaw. My brother captains a small fishing vessel in Havrig. There was a big storm last month and 2 boats never came home. I remember what the old sailors used to carry. Charms, tokens, things to keep the sea calm or at least keep you afloat. I want to give him something like that, just in case. A shin. Oh, did I get a shin already? I did not. Oh. Is that it? Nice. I thought it looked like driftwood kind of thing. Lillian Higgins. I am full of righteous anger. I won't be taken advantage of anymore. It's time to fight back against my tormentor. He has bullied and threatened me all my adult life, and I've had enough. I'm not sure why you want that, but okay. Hey, David. What you needin'? Rain. Again. Soaked to the bone before I'm halfway through my rounds. I'm fed up with it. I've got a few bob to spare if you know a way to keep me dry. Keep you dry. Let me take a look and see what I got. Storm Ward, there you go. that would be so nice, wouldn't it? These simple items supposedly grant a low level of protection against the elements, but this author has personally become soaked to the bone and won too many downpours to trust those claims. They are made from metal, typically bronze or iron. That's what it's supposed to be? All this time, that's what that was supposed to be for. I guess it is all forms of storms. And with that, I am done. Time for a well-earned rest, right after I give Jupiter one last scratch behind the ears. Oh, and that's it. That is the end. We've cataloged it all. We've hit the final end screen, and back in the beginning. I'm honestly a little saddened about how that very ending goes. Maybe I might come back and do it again, but it was nice getting everything a go in one go instead of splitting up again. Well, either way, it was fun to finally get this game completed, along with its sequel. It's definitely kind of game I really enjoy. Giving these particular items, find out what it is, find out its use, and make use of it. I really enjoyed it. I really hope there'll be another strange game one day in the future. Especially Undermere is a very unique setting as well. You know, honestly, it gives me a thought of another kind of setting with its kind of it feels like the other setting, Fallen of London, where London apparently sank into the like a deep cavern. And well, there's another game that happens to follow that called the Sunless Sea, and there's the Sunless Skies as well. I might think about giving those ones. Maybe those will go on the stream. I don't know. For now, though, I thank you very much for joining me through this Let's Play, where I have been Max Quester. This has been Strange Antiquities. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Have a good one. Bye-bye.